Right, so hello everyone, and welcome back to Online Formula Racing. We are racing today in Canada for Division 1, and we have 14 drivers on the grid today, so it's going to be a great race, hopefully. We've got Havoc with us today. How are you doing, Havoc?
Good, Robot, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. Looking forward to hopefully a rainy race, but it doesn't look like it's going to be raining. Yeah, it's clear skies.
No, it looks like D1 lucked out here.
And we've just got notification from Max to let us know that it's a dry race and a dry quali. So,
very lucky for the guys.
Very, very lucky. I'm going to go with a two-stop here today then.
I think the same. We're going to see a variation of the two-stop. We're going to see some soft, medium, medium. I think we're definitely going to see soft, medium, soft. It's going to be interesting to see how the guys play it out and see what they choose to do in the race.
I think some of the D1 drivers were saying earlier that they're going to be doing medium, soft, medium, whereas the other ones are going to start on the softs. But Jan has just come out on track right now, and he's already put the soft tyres on. So he's already made his decision. He locks up slightly as he comes out of the pits, but he's just getting his tyres warmed up. It looks like he's suffering from a bit of oversteer. What's going on there?
I'm not sure. Jan's always the first lap, first come out driver. He's always the first one out, and he's always going as fast as he can the first time he comes out. So that's just his style.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, is there anyone else? So we've got three other drivers on their out laps. We'll stick with Jan for now, though, because he is going to be the first one to set a hot lap. But we've also got Santi behind him, and then we've got Mighty Jungle, that's ePro06, and we've got Bagpuss as well. Bagpuss had a 3-race break a few weeks back, and this is his second race back. So let's hopefully he can finish the race today and get some points for McLaren.
He's itching. He's definitely itching. He's been on a break. He's ready to come back, and I think he's ready to go.
Yeah. So Jan he was swerving a little bit as he came into turn 10, so he's still putting heat into those tyres. He's already got his ERS set to hot lap. He's already used up about 15% of it as well. I'm not sure what his strategy is so far, but anyway, just coming into the final chicane now, and I'll take you on board for a hot lap with Jan. So as you're coming into turn 1, you want to brake just after the 100-meter board, take as much curb as possible into turn 2. He didn't take too much there, actually, and he pushes the car quite wide, and he's a bit late on the throttle as well. Slight correction. Let's see how he does into the chicane at 3 and 4. Not enough curb there, and he's almost touched the wall, but he keeps it away on the exit of 4 there. That was pretty good. Now, this right-hander at 5 is pretty easy, and it helps you to position your car on the right-hand side into turn 6 there, so you can get on the throttle nice and early as you go through 7. DRS wide open. His ERS is still set to hot lap, but he hasn't used that much actually, so maybe this track isn't that well, it doesn't rinse your ERS too much. He's nice and easy through the chicane. I don't think he's pushing as much as he will later on. I think he's just getting a feel for the track right now. Brakes about 90 meters into turn 10. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. Let's just hope they get out the way. He will benefit from a slipstream here if he can stay behind, but he's staying out of the air right now. So he's got his DRS open. Let's see where he brakes for 13 and 14. Now, on my screen, he's just hit the back of Stinson. I'm not sure if that was the same for you, but I'm not sure what Stinson's doing there.
No, it wasn't the same. A little bit of a glitch.
Fair enough.
Here comes the time. It's a 109.4.
Wow. Okay. So it seems like he was pushing. Lap. Yeah, that's an impressive lap from Jan. On a pretty cold track as well, because he would have been the first driver to actually lay the rubber down whilst he's doing his hot lap, and he's doing an impressive time.
Santu was second. Santu's actually off the pace. He's letting a few drivers go. I don't know if he's going to come in here and change tires again, or if he's going to start his lap.
He's still got his ERS on overtake. I think he's going for another lap now.
Yeah, he was on the clock, so he's going to be starting another lap. This will be the second lap on the softs. And he's going to invalidate again.
Yeah, I can see that. The track's gone entirely red, so he's made a mistake. Was that in the final chicane, or was it after?
It was before. I think it was coming down the back stretch. He might have spun in turn 10, and then he had to reset. He had to let a couple drivers go, and then he came through and tried to restart, but he invalidated in turn 1.
I see. So Leica's just about to start his hot lap right now, so I'm going to ride on board with him. He's riding in the Williams. He's got a new teammate this week, which is Vilsek, who is still in the pits. So let's see how Leica does. So he has got a bit of traffic in front of him. Oh, that's Vilsek in front of him. So maybe they're going to try and do a slipstream here.
I think it's coming.
We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think it's coming. I think you're right. So he's
I know Williams is doing it, and I know Ferrari has got a slipstream plan this weekend. We'll have to see how it works out. I didn't see Castle come out with Yen on the first try, but we should see it later.
Yep. I'm not sure if I've ever seen the Racing Points do it, actually. Have you? I think I might have seen it in Baku, but I can't remember.
Maybe in Baku. I think there was a try there. I don't think it's gonna happen this weekend. A little bit of frustration in the garage there with the two drivers, but we'll have to see if they come out and actually try to do it.
And we're seeing Leica now with his onboard. Vilsec is slowing down. Vilsec's actually opened his DRS, and that's not what you want to do when you're following someone, because you're letting that air go behind you and it turns into dirty air. But it looks like Leica did actually start to almost redline his 8th gear there, so he might have got a good tow. Let's see what his lap time is as he crosses the line. It's a 1:11.5. That's not... Oh, actually, bearing in mind he is on the hard tyres.
He is on the hards.
Wow.
Robot, so
okay.
Not bad on the hards.
That is that's around 1 second off the fastest D2 time, I reckon. Possibly on the mediums or softs. That is an impressive time on this hards. Are we going to see a one-stop from Leica?
I think so. If he's going on the hards now, he should be coming on the mediums. I think if he feels a little stressed out, he may come out on the softs if he feels like it, but I think this is his banker lap. We're going to see him come out on the mediums, and he's going to try to put a lap in. If he doesn't invalidate and it looks good, I think he's going to hold on to the mediums, and we could see a one-stop.
Yep, I think you're right there. I'm just jumping to Max now, who's also on the hard tyres, and he's also just starting his hot lap now. He set his ERS to hot lap. He's already used up 20% of them. A lot of these drivers are using up all of their ERS before they've even started the lap. Oh, Max is spun!
Oh, no!
Oh no, he has come off.
He's going to have to abort here, and he's going to have to start it over. I mean, unfortunately, he's on the hards. I think he can cool him down and get him ready to go on the next try and not have to come in and change him out.
However, he has lost his end plate and 2 winglets on his right side, so I think he is going to have to come in, actually.
That is right. We do have to, okay. I'm still stuck in practice mode, and we've got no damage, so...
Oof, that was not a good move by Max there. I think he just got too early on the throttle as he was exiting turn 2 there, touched the grass slightly on the outside and lost it. Where do you think are going to be the DNF zones in this race?
Turn 10 is definitely a spot where we're going to see some DNFs. If not DNFs, we're going to see a lot of guys come wide here and then hit the wall. We're going to see a lot of damage coming out of turn 10, so expect to see a lot of left end plates missing coming out of turn 10. The 13-14 chicane, definitely a spot. The Wall of Champions, you have to come careful here. A lot of DNFs can happen. I have seen in previous races where it's also caused a chain reaction, and we've seen a pile up in 13 and 14, so hopefully the guys can stay clean here. I think in D3 Thursday, Robot, we saw a huge pile up in 13-14 where the guys came out. Somebody spun, and then it was just a chain reaction where all of the guys behind him it was just a pile up. So it was an amazing, I mean, it was a horrific accident, but it just ruined everybody's time.
Yeah, I remember that. And I also remember in race 2, sorry to interrupt myself. Carter he was just about to start a hot lap, and he's invalidated it at turn 13 and 14. Now he's turned his ERS all the way down, and I think he's going to try and do another one because he must have only had 1 lap of fuel there, and he's going extremely slow right now. He must not be happy.
He's got to go slow. If he goes fast and he burns these tires, he's not going to be able to put another lap on. But if he comes in, it wastes time, and he's got to change tires and do it anyways.
That's true. That's true. I'm just jumping on board with S1 Fury. That's Simon right now. And I just want to give him a shout out because he is a D2 driver who is trying out D1 this weekend only for qualifying. And if all goes well, I think he may even move to D1 next week for France. But yeah, he's starting his hot lap. Everyone's backing up a fair bit. We've got one of the Williams off in the first sector. Well, the end of sector 1, I think. In the middle of sector 1. That's
going to be Leica, I believe.
Is it Leica? Ooh.
Yep, that's going to be Leica. He's on the softs, so he's kind of blown my mind. He went from the hards to the softs. I think he sees his time slipping here on the table, and he's trying to come out on the softs and not be too far behind on the start of the race.
Ooh, Tommy sets a 1:08.8. That's an impressive time, as we're just riding on board with Simon now, who's about to start his hot lap. So let's see how he does. So, usual braking point at about 90 meters into turn 1. Take as much of turn 1 as you can, and then slide around turn 2, off the throttle, early upshifts. He actually stays in first and second for far longer than some of these D1 drivers do, but he is back up to speed already. He has got a car in front of him, he's moved off the racing line, so good going there. Nice and easy through turn 3 and 4 as well. I don't think he's pushing as much as he could be, but I think he's just trying to take it easy to make sure he doesn't come off and hit the wall or anything. He's nice and early on the throttle through turn 7 there. He's got his DRS open. Let's see where his braking point is for 8 and 9.
A little early.
Yeah, a little early. I don't think he's pushing as much as he could be right now.
I think the no traction is new to Simon here. Kudos for. Oh no!
Did he get hit from behind there?
Here. I'm not sure.
I'm just looking at the front of Carter's wing. No, I don't think so. I think he just locked up the rears and he just lost the rear.
Bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck. I am going to jump to Carter now to see if he is starting his lap, because he was the one that had to do all of that fuel saving. I think he's coming into the pits. Okay, yeah, he ran out of fuel.
Yeah, he had to abort. He stopped on the line in the pit entry. He's going to have to get out of the way in case somebody else comes in.
So Carter is also talking on Discord right now as well. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Let's check it out. I will take a look at that.
Yep. Right, so whilst you're looking at that, I'm going to jump to... Let's use on the... We've got Stinson on an outlap. I'll jump to Stinson and see how he gets on. Right, so he's just about to start... Where his teammate is Bagpussy's in the pits as well.
Carter's not happy. He's not happy with Simon. Simon is our D2 driver coming and trying a D1 qualifying. Carter was just not happy with Simon's pace. The guys kind of just have to know that he's out there and he's trying to put a quality lap in just to do a test. He's going to be a test driver for Renault this weekend. He's not going to do the race in D1, I don't believe, but he's definitely not happy that Simon was in the way.
Yeah, but I suppose Simon was on a hot lap, and he did make a mistake, so he was at fault, but I don't think there was anything deliberate there.
Unless... Carter's got to know if somebody is in front of him, he's got to give him the space, and he's got to give himself space. It's not just the driver in front, but you have to give yourself space for your qualifying lap. I don't know that I would just be behind someone on my hot lap.
Mm-hmm. And whilst that's going on, Leica has just had to abandon his hot lap on these softs too. He has set a 109.5, but I think he was going for another one, but he was 2 seconds down in Sector 2, even though he was up in Sector 1. So he might be coming into the pits now to fit some fresh rubber and try again. But the only person who's done a competitive lap on the hards is Max right now, and he is back out on track. So is he setting another lap on something? What is he on now? He's on the... Max is in the pits actually, yeah, so he's come back in. Max is usually the guy who starts on the hards and goes as long as possible. So
that's the one that's on the hards, yeah. Max is usually on the harder compounds. He's always on the longer pit strategy, so it's always interesting to see where Max comes out with the first pit stops. I'd love to see where Max comes out because he's always on the harder strategy, so it's always interesting to see how his strategy works against all the other drivers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As Stinson sets a 108.7. So we're not seeing any of these time trial times that people have been claiming they're setting yet. But a 108 is a very, very good lap on these soft tyres here. And we haven't seen the best of these drivers yet, I don't think, because they are going to be pitting. Most of them are in the pits right now. They're going to be fitting that fresh rubber. There's going to be lots of rubber on the track for them to get their grip in the corners that they need it. And I think we might see a low 108 here, but not a 107.
I was just about to say, Robot, do you think we could see a 107? But I don't.
No.
From the times we're seeing now, I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see a low 108, just like you said, but not a 107. Unless somebody comes out here and does something very spectacacious.
So if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Stinson or AJ. AJ is the best qualifier in D1. So it's going to be Stinson or AJ. We haven't seen too many races from Stinson yet, but we know he is quick when it comes to race pace.
That's exactly right. Carter's going to have to calm down. He's in Discord. He's worried about his lap. He's going to have to calm down. He's going to have to get situated, keep his head down, and go for his lap. He doesn't have time to sit here and type on Discord and talk about his previous lap. He needs to get out there and get it done.
Couldn't agree more. So Stinson is in the pit. Who's that coming up there? looks like one of the race. It's AJ. So AJ is on a hot lap right now. Let's see what he's doing. He's got his ERS set to high. He's set it to overtake. He might be on his out lap. Let's have a look what he puts in. He's gone a little bit quicker. He's gone fastest. He's gone fastest with a 108.5, and he's not. I don't think he's going to have time to come into the pits now.
He's got 3 minutes to come in. I think this is going to be the lap. We're going to see some other drivers try for it. We've got Sentu in P4 with the 109. So from P1 to P3, Robot, 108s. We haven't seen 108 drop down below P3, so I want to see some more guys get in the 108. I don't know if it's going to happen, though.
Yeah, me neither. So we got one of the Mercedes on a hot lap. That's the third driver here. Tommy is on his outlap right now, and I think Carter's on his outlap in front of them as well. Yeah, he is. So I'll jump to Misclick, and oh, he's abandoned his lap as well. He's gone red everywhere. I'm guessing that's the final chicane again. He's not going to be happy with that.
He's going to have to stay on these tires. If he pits, he's not going to have time to come back out and do another lap.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a lap time in yet, Robot, so he's got to get a time in.
Wow. Okay, and where's his teammate? His teammate's coming up behind him soon as well, so he doesn't want to... Because he's going to have to warm these tyres up and slow down a bit, he doesn't want to block his teammate too, so this is going to have an effect as well. Let's see if he gets out of the way for his teammate. No, he's staying in front.
No, he's staying in front. I don't think he's got the tires to slipstream here. He's going to have to get out of the way and cool the tires down.
Yeah, but looking at his teammate as well, he's also got a whole red track, so he must have invalidated somewhere too. I don't know why he's still going for it.
He's going to have to start over here.
He's coming in.
No, he's coming in.
He's not going to have enough time to come back out now. So who is still out on track? So we've got Santi on an outlap, Jan on an outlap. Top 3 are in the pit, so they're done now. So it looks like 108.5,
Carter is
maybe
starting
the fastest.
a lap now.
Right, I'll jump.
So he's doing a second lap on the softs.
Okay, here he goes. ERS set to overtake, and he's coming up to turn 3. Let's hope he can keep it on the track now. No, he's invalidated again. He's just invalidated at turn 3. He's not going to be able to set time.
That's going to put him at P20, Robot.
Oh no. Yeah, he's going to be in last place. And even worse,
the pressure's gotten to him.
Yeah, he's also going to start in dead last too, because Simon's not going to be racing, and there's going to be an empty grid slot on Carter's left here. So he's very bottom here. That is not good. I think you're right. I think the pressure just got to him.
Yeah, I think the pressure got to him here. It's just, I don't know. I want to jump to Simon, though. I mean, Simon with a 112.0 flat. Not a bad time for a D2 driver to come to D1. A little bit of improvement left that he could come up with. I think it's the no traction that's keeping his time a little low. I'm still a little sick about Carter, though. That's a horrible way to do your qualifying. 18 minutes. You have to get a banker in. You can't just go out there and do fast laps the whole time. I'm in that belief that you have to put a banker lap in, and you have to get a time in no matter what.
Yep. You're right. Just a quick bit from Discord. Simon is actually asking if he got shunted at the hairpin. So when we saw Simon spin slightly at turn 10, I think Carter might have ran into the back of him.
Possibly. May have.
We've also got Stinson saying that he's glitched and he needs an invite, but I can't send invites. Who would be able to do that? Right, so the time so far is AJ in first place with a 108.5, Stinson in second with a 108.7, and Tommy in third with a 108.8. These are the only 3 drivers to get below 109. Now, the rest of the drivers all the way down to 9th place did finish with 109, and then everyone below, 10th and down, starting with Kevin, Castle, Bagpuss, and Simon, set above 110s, and then Carter, that's Misclick Shri, who knows, he didn't even set a time, unfortunately.
That's a little amazing to me, Robot. I mean, we saw a lot of the drivers this week during practice push 108s, and we did see a couple 107s from a few of the drivers, like the ones that are on top now, but I was expecting to see a little bit more 108 from a lot more of the drivers than we do now. I think I was looking at maybe P6, P7, the 108s to come all the way down. That's a little interesting to me. I mean, maybe a little bit of a stress issue there. I'm not sure.
Yep. I mean, a lot of drivers did buckle under the pressure there. I do think Simon was going to go faster on that lap where he got spun too. Or, well, allegedly got spun. Let's not jump to any conclusions yet. But he set a 112, and I do think he can easily get into the 110s.